Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading, and today is September 25th, 2024, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Netflix, the stock, rallies to new all-time record highs. But first, no major economic events scheduled for today. So looking at the market, starting out with the Forex symbols, the euro and the British pound, are really on a very important threshold on that resistance-ish level on multi-year levels. So check it out. Now looking at the indices, the Dow Jones unchanged while the NASDAQ does advance above 20K. Looking at commodities, gold pushes to new highs while watching oil and natural gas actually stall. Now looking at the stocks, it's ALCOA, it's CISCO, and it's Intel that are advancing higher. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin remains unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. We're starting out with the Euro USD. What am I talking about? Okay, let's take a look at a weekly chart. Let's start there. We are above our 200-day moving average, and you can see we are on multi-year resistance level 1197, 112 for all intents and purposes. This is super important because we haven't been here, besides the last time, which was about last month, we haven't been here since 2023 of last summer. Now, a couple of points about this. We made a higher high. We were very reluctant to go down below that 200-day average, and this is why I think we may break out. Now, if we do break out, next resistance level is 114, and we haven't been in this area since 2022. So that is a major correction for the Euro USD. And looking at the GBP USD, same story. Okay, if we start out with a weekly chart, we are advancing higher than 132-ish level, and we went all the way up to 134. So we may see a catch-up with that euro, which will be momentous. It'll be historic, and it will be big. So take advantage of it. Now looking at commodities. First, taking a look at gold. It's tapering off here at its highs of 26.55, but it did break out higher yesterday, so that's important to note. Now looking at crude oil, it stalled here at $71, not going higher, and natural gas as well. A couple of things to note. Disruption in the Gulf of Mexico because of a hurricane usually moves these two commodities higher. It's not doing it, which is inclined to think that we may still sell off. Now jumping into the U.S. market, starting out the Dow Jones, not doing much yesterday. You can see daily chart really unchanged, but the NASDAQ did gain nicely above 20K. That's important because not all those stocks are going higher. Case in point, if we look at Apple, it's dead. If we look at Microsoft, it's dead, not doing anything, and actually showing some weakness there. However, when we take a look at Intel, a nice pivot to the upside, and CISCO. Now these bellwethers are super important. They're really the mechanics of the economy. They're the bread and butter. They're the hardware of the economy. And no pun intended, they make hardware and they are the hardware of the economy. And when they're going up, it perks my attention, because that means that the markets are absorbing these type of goods. It's not just some sort of B2B software. It's really market that is absorbing new goods, and that's huge. Okay, now when we look at the other stocks, specifically Netflix, nice move to the upside. That is showing some strength, okay, as that made new highs, 722, as you could see that. New all-time record highs, and that's why it's so important to keep an eye on these things. You've got to always kind of fish for the ones. And this was, sure enough, pushed higher after we broke out that resistance-ish level. Now, so the markets are very specific. It's not across the board. There's some very specific stocks that are going higher because they're showing some strength. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, unchanged. Okay, just hanging out here at resistance-ish area. No impetus to move higher, but once it does, it may break out to 67K. So keep that on your radar as well. This is Fed Razak. Want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.